So in this particular video, I'm going to show you how to separate yourself from someone. I'm going to show you how to separate two people. Okay, so for those of you who want to separate yourself from someone, or you want to separate two people, or there is that particular person who is destroying your marriage, or you want to separate a side chick from your husband, please watch this video carefully, because this is a rush. I'm going to show you how to do it and separate yourself from someone or separate two people. It's very simple and very easy. Please do not do this if you're not sure of the people that you're separating, or do not do this because once you do it, it doesn't get back. Okay, well, you are going to need the following. You're going to need a pen and a paper, and make sure you know the name of this person that you want to separate with. Make sure you know all the two names, full names. Okay, and you're going to get yourself a black thread, a knife, black pepper, and onion. Onion is very useful when it comes to this ratio. Okay, so listen very careful. This is everything that you need to have before starting this, and make sure you know what you are doing. Do not just jump into this and separate people from nowhere. Make sure you have the reason as to why you're separating these two people, or someone is hurting you, someone is doing wrong to you, and you just want to quickly or slowly get away from them, or let them forget about you. This is what you have to do. Okay, so you are going to get onion and a knife. Make sure you have black pepper, the original, and make sure you have black threads and a needle, a white sheet of paper, and a pen. Please do not forget about the full names of that particular person. That's what we are going to do. So right now, I'm going to put the thread inside the needle. Make sure it's long enough because you are going to use it to tie. Yes, so get a long thread just like this. I'm sure once you finish this person is going to forget about you. You go separate the people if you want, and you can separate yourself from anyone. Just do this simple, and you don't just come from anywhere and do this. You have to do it with purpose, and you know what you are doing. Okay, so the next thing you're going to do is to write both names of those people. If you're trying to separate two different people, you have to write both of their names. Okay, but if you're separating yourself from someone, you have to write their name and your name. You have to write that person's name and your name, the person you're trying to separate with. Okay, so you need to have two sheets. That's it. One is for the other person, and other one is for you. Yes, so right here you are going to write your name. Write both of your names. Okay, please do not forget, write both of your names. And the other paper, we are going to write the name of the person you are trying to separate with. Yes, as you guys can see. So please write the name, both of the names of the person that you're trying to separate with on the other paper. And do not forget to write, if you're trying to separate two different people, write both of their names on two different papers, as you can see. Yeah, simple and easy as this. Do not do this if you don't understand what you are doing. You only do this when you know what you are doing, and you only do this for a reason. So if you're pregnant, please do not do this rush. Wait until you give birth, then you can do it. And if you're in your menstruation period, do not do it also. So after you write their names, you are going to get the onion and cut it in two pieces straight, just like this, in the middle. So these are two onions, these are two different pieces. Okay, and you are going to get pepper and split pepper all over this onion. Do not cut in the middle, just cut them straight like this, as the way I've cut them. Okay, and split pepper all over these onions. I told you must look for black pepper from the supermarket or from the local markets that always sell spices. Yeah, those are the only places where you can find black pepper. So you are going to split it, and as you split it, mention the name of that person and say how you want this person to separate with you, or say how you want these two people to separate. If you want them to get into a little argument and then they separate, that is what you are supposed to say. If you want them to forget each other completely, to forget about each other completely, that is what you have to say. As you are putting black pepper on the onion, mention their name and say, I want you to separate. I want you to separate. I don't know how you guys are going to separate, but I want you to completely forget about each other. Okay, make sure you put black pepper all over the onion, just like this. So, and now you are going to grab the pepper that has your name and put it backside of the onion, and bring the other onion and put it also backside of the pepper. Okay, and bring the name of that person you are trying to separate with and put it in front, just like this. Simple and easy. Why you can't do this? Okay, you can. As long as you want to separate with someone, you can do this. So after that, you are going to get your needle and put it in the middle of that whole onion. Pierce it throughout. Let it go through all over the two onion, and handle this. And as you are trying to thread this, also mention their name and say what you want, and say why you want them to separate, and say even how you want these people to separate. There are so many ways how people separate, you know. Some people just forget about each other completely. So as you are tying this thread on the paper, mention their names, or mention that particular person's name and say, please forget about me. Do not remember me. I'm not your friend, or I'm not your partner, or I'm not your what, you know. Say how you want this person to separate with you. This person can just forget about you. This person can just, you know, stop talking to you or stop chatting with you. Just that. This is how you do it, and this person will forget about you completely. Okay, as you finish to tie this paper, you are going to say again the name of that person 7 times. Call that person 7 times and tell them to forget about you. Yes. So make sure when you go to the local market, you always find the original black pepper that is sour. When you try to swallow it, it's a little bit sour. Okay, and once you are done with this ratio, just put the pepper like this in. Make sure you get a black plastic. So if you don't get a black plastic to tie this in, you can throw this in any direction. You can throw this in a bush, and in the direction that you have thrown it, make sure you don't go into that direction. Just go back from where you've came. Okay, from where you've came from. Or if you can, you can throw this in the pit. If you can tie this in the black plastic and throw it anywhere. And please, any direction that you throw it, don't go back. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.